I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I'm Phil Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GP, yes, I never lost. GP, yes, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clipper D, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Set, ready? 8, read. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Take me at 5. Back.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr. Here's a short little toss to Carrier. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember the last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, 28 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch the safety creep. Dude's right.
Carr going to throw. This is caught. It's Ryan Bland. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Carr completes it. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check, 47. I got him.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes, all 3 passes. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Well, week one finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. On first down, Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on first. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 20. Now Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, we got 4 down. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
To throw his Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the Raiders have got him from his linebacker spot. Vontaze Burfict with a sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Lock to throw on second down. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's first and 10. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Carr now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Patch it. Low. Watch Andy Creeping. Hold on. 29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have the pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his right, and he's going to go down again. Vontez Burfict bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
43's the mic. 40 smooth. Watch the screen. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On play action, it's Carr. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a toss running left. This is Crowell. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, Raider 2. 43 in the mic. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Cheetah!
Powers past him at midfield. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check. Lucky.
Now a toss right to Crowell. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the run.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. His 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike's 43. All day, baby. All day. Easy. Kill. 23.
On play action. Now Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.